Good morning to you. Welcome to Coffee at the Manor, the bestest place to start your day with all the news, reviews, and things you never knew you needed to know. This is the second time I'm doing this. I was talking to myself 2 moments ago. Thought it was a little bit quiet. Over today. Now, it is, of course, Thursday, the 27th of February, and we've had some famous births and deaths. Enjoying the great showreel in the sky. Our actors is Gene Hackman and Michelle Trachtenberger. Yes, of course, which is quite sad. But over here at the centre for Offbeat News, we like things a little bit happier. So let's look at some births. In 1691, there was a man called Edward Caveborn, and he invented the Gentleman's Magazine. Yes, he did. And coined the term magazine. Fantastic. Also, later on, we had a man called Edward Brophy, who was an American character actor who was in Dumbo. Bless him, Dumbo the man was born sort of a long time ago-ish today. We also had Barbara Babcock and Ashley Babcock and a Willie Banks. Yes, indeed, they're all unrelated. So we could assume, though, if you have a birthday today, then you've got a good chance of being called Eddie for your first name and having the second name of Babcock. Yes, indeed. So what about people that are called Eddie Babcock? And can we forecast our day according to the popular name? For example, if it was popular to be called James and have the surname Bond, could we assume that it might be an adventurous day with a suave stuff and ends you in bed with the attractive co-star? Well, you never know. We might have to see what an Eddie Babcock is. Well, let's have a look. Well, mostly Eddie Babcocks are dead. But of the alive ones, allow me to introduce you to some Eddie Babcockses. Here we are. Is that delightful? Here is so many, but most of these people, unfortunately, have passed over to another place. Quickly over there. Good morning to you, Mountain Mama Nirvana. I hope you are very well. I hope things are good. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us as always. Very pleasure. Stuff and things. So yes, Eddie Babcocks and the one, the alive one of over here. Yes, indeed. Doing it for the Eddie Babcocks is out there. Yes, let's have a little look at him. Now, he was this man. He was a Santa Fe man, intentionally coughs on shop customers charged with assaults. Yes, this was during the old days of the cough of unknown origins that we previously weren't allowed to talk about. Good morning to you, Lady Venus. A pleasure as always to see you. And of course, all the beautiful people that have subscribed. Click on the subscribe, linky, likey, flicky buttons. Yeah, see, well done. That was a good segue. Good job. Anyway, so Edward Babcock here. Charged with assault after walking into a store and intentionally coughing on shoppers at close proximity. I don't want this man coughing on me at any time, whether there is a massive pandemic going on or not. I don't want this man. I don't know. He's got a holding the sign a bit weirdly too, isn't it? They don't usually do that. Two-handed. Anyway, so oh no, not again. It's this is not the first time. Oh, good morning. Oh, yes, do please like the like button. Like some like buttoning or something. Yes, good job. Thank you. So a New Mexico man. Oh, we've got people from New Mexico. I forget who it is. Who is it that's in there that's New Mexican? From Albuquerque or something? Who do we know? One of you in the thing. Is it you, JG? Is it you that's over there? I don't know. I remember talking to you, whoever it was that's over there. So, the Santa Fe, New Mexican reports that Edward Babcock, but I can't find his date of birth, so we don't know if he was born today. So, yeah. Hostile coughing. Yeah, coughing with malicious intent. Yes. Anyway, so according to a criminal complaint, Babcock coughed on a woman and her 10-year-old daughter. Okay, well, that's slappable offense. Yes, it was you. Yeah, I thought it might have been. Yes, New Mexico. Yes, JG over in New Mexico. There we go. So yes, of course. So he coughed on her 10-year-old daughter. You would get a slap for that. There is absolutely no boundaries when there does that. It's on. Saying the man. It bloody well would be. I think all of us would have handbags at dawn. Should this be the case. Babcock is alleged to have coughed on the child's neck. What's he doing in the child's neck? This man. No. Coughing, I think, is probably the least of the problems here. But a witness told police that Babcock was getting close to others, coughing on them as well. Ugh, nasty. So if we do draw any conclusions of what today might be like based upon the name that is popular for today, we're all facts. Congratulations. In other news, though, today, I thought I'd stick the intro in a little bit later on and get a story in first. So, also in the news today, we've got people hacking themselves. Yes, indeed. So, biohacking going on. Yes, we take a step closer to living in Terminator land. We've got a name that causes someone much misery. We like a good name, don't we? We like a good name. And, of course, the Lord of Charm. New Mexico. See, it looks like a lovely place. Anyway, and other things we've got stupid TikTokers. We've got cute animals. So do please stay tuned for the whole of the rest of the bits of the intro that I keep having to scroll through because I'm not prepared. Yes, indeed. Run intro. It's that time of day. And we're back again. Hello there. How the devil are you? It is, of course, Thursday. We're nearly at the weekend. And we're nearly at the point where Mustard and I will be rejoining the mystery over in Beeston. Have I not hyped this up enough yet? Oh dear, my face seems to have frozen. Let's hope I'm still going out. But yes, of course, I'm going to hype up, yes, Beeston Banana Mystery. Hopefully we'll be solving it in just a couple of days. But you never know. You never know what might happen because we know that the person's onto us. And I seem to have turned into a delightful little symbol. There you go. That's lovely. It's sort of what an icon for a bumhole. Anyway, enough of that. So hopefully you can still hear me. If you can still hear me, that is fantastic. Yes, we are indeed, aren't we? Back to the bananas. I'm furiously just trying to solve my my visual issue here for a second. Come on now. So anyway, I shall keep on talking whilst this goes on. Absolutely, I can't wait. I'm so excited, and I'm sure that Mustard is exactly the same. So I'm just trying to fix my visual problem and do this at the same time. There we go. I'll be back in a second. So yes, of course, not long at all, and then we will be back. And here I am. I'm back again. There we go. I'm learning. I'm getting this thing. So we can hear. Good job. Sometimes that's the last sentence that you want me to be pleasing. Ooh, well, that sounds intriguing. Anyway, so then let's have a look at some news, shall we? We've got a bunch of different stuff. Now, I did say that we might be drifting closer to Terminator Land, which I do believe is true. We have a thing called Skynet now, don't we? Which, of course, was the major problem in Terminator Land in the first place, and it gets a little bit closer to that as we go over to. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to do a different story first. Sorry, different story first. I forgot. I'd found this on in the meantime. Now, if you are a person who is looking to be getting revenge on the delightful people that you know, then you might want to make sure that you're doing it correctly. People that aren't doing it correctly include this young lady over here. Here she is. Yeah. I bet she's totally balanced. And this totally balanced person, of course, decided to vandalize her boyfriend's car with yellow paint. Look at this. I mean, she went to town here, didn't it? I don't think she can spell penis. There's a few attempts and the N seems to be around the wrong way. But, she's giving it a go. But anyway, when planning to vandalize your former boyfriend's car with eggs and yellow paint, it's also a good idea to make sure you know exactly the make and model of the target car. Yes, indeed. Cops charged that Evelina Fabianski, aged 18, mistakenly damaged the wrong auto last night on the Deltona, Florida street where her ex resides. Look at that. Could you imagine coming down to that in the morning? Yes, indeed. Someone has done this to it. So, I'm sorry. Let me Just get a cloth. Yeah, there you go. With eggs as well. What a delight she is. And there she is. Yeah, Wednesday Addams' slightly more psychotic sister. Yeah, there she is. By the time the officers responded to the 911 call about a young woman spraying a vehicle, Fabianski had already caused 5,000 damages to an innocent coupe, along with the words Jason and Devil. Whoa. So he might be thinking he's been mistaken for Jason from the Jason films. Yes, it's not me. That's bad. well, actually, you stick some gaffer tape on it and sell it for a couple of million. Why not? Yeah, there you go. You just got to change the eggs. Change the eggs every so often. There you go. But why not? Why not? Pictured right. There she is. Of course, we know. Fabianski was charged with criminal mischief. What a lovely thing to get charged with. How kind of, sort of typically sort of British. Well, it was a mischief in public. So yeah, criminal mischief contributing to the delinquency of a child. Oh, okay. Oh, did she have a child? Was she? Why did that come into it? And illegal possession of alcohol. Of course, yes, she's 18, isn't she? 21 over there, isn't it? Good. She was also hit with a DUI rap. Oh, God, like some terrible rap. Look, can you imagine a policeman rapping at you? And here's the thing from the precinct. We really think you should not drink. Whoa, did you see? Did you see? I laid a bar. That's a bar, right? Did I do a bar? I did a bar. I'm a rapper now. Of course I am. Right, her underage cohort, there we go, who was found covered in yellow paint, was cited from marijuana. I want to see the friend. Or is the friend covered? I could just imagine, like, across the forehead. No, nothing to do with it. Yes, commenting on the vandalism. She wasn't so. Who'd have thunk? I know. Who would have thunk? I love the word thunk. My phone autocorrects to thunk on everything. And yeah. But it's, yeah, wouldn't it be awful? God. Anyway, so commenting on the vandalism, the sheriff's deputy told Fabianski, "You really need to try harder to be sneaky. You're doing your crime badly. Do it a bit better, because you're god awful." He added, chuckling. Well, that's not the yes, it is of course Jay's old band name. Yes, Jay and I were musical people, but Jay went and joined a band called Thunk. It was quite good, actually. It was good. We should resurface some of your videos, shot by a rather nice guy and his photo studio. Anyway, so where are we? Fabianski was freed on bond late this afternoon from the county jail. When was this? February 26th. Oh, there we go. So literally yesterday. Released her on bond, while 3 of 4 counts she faces are misdemeanors. The criminal mischief is a felony. Ooh. Since the costly damage was exceeded £1,000. Of course, most cars should. You shouldn't be allowed to drive a car less than 1,000. What's that? Like 750 over here, whatever it is. Yeah, £750 car, £1,000 car. Yeah. You just pull those people over, right? What's wrong with it? I'm thoroughly upset. I can't find a mustard emoji. Yeah, there isn't a mustard emoji. Is there not like a hot dog? I suppose that that might be insinuating the wrong thing. Anyway, moving on. So there she is. We always make sure you've got the right car. Yes, indeed. Now, I did think she looked kind of a bit, wonky, shall we say? So let's see if you can also tell what kind of wonkiness is going on according to a picture. Let's just judge some people. I love it. I love to judge people randomly on stuff. So we're going to pop over to, is it this one? No, it's this one. Here we are. So can you, there's five questions for you here if you're ready for them, ladies and gents. It is, of course, the Daily Star thing does, can you see what household object this man was stealing? Oh, let me just move the, what's it there? God, bloody advert, see if we can get rid of that. Go away. Yeah. So what was he stealing? Was he stealing TV remotes, kettles, or cutlery? Remotes, kettles, or cutlery? I'm going to take 2 seconds just to have a quick sip of my coffee. Sorry, I was drinking really loudly, and that just came up. It's like drug Tourette's, isn't it? The good scissors. The good scissors. Yeah, scissors. I'm cutlery. Yeah, I'm going with you on cutlery. Let's go. Wrong. No. Eric Bramwell repeatedly thumbed his nose at the law with his stealing TV remotes. Fine. I was wrong there. Off-duty cops stopped this guy doing something dodgy. You betcha. You betcha he did. Was he caught carrying stolen goods from a hotel that he worked in? Was he found hiding in some bushes? Or did he have sex with a sofa? All of the above. Yeah. Yes, indeed. What do we think? Well, I'm saying sofa straight away. Even though it's probably not going to be. It's going to be something less thick, isn't it? Let's see. With the sofa. Correct. Oh, yeah. Gerard Streeter was caught thrusting while leaning over a sofa in the street. Oh, sorry. I just fell into the sofa as I was walking past. Yeah, there we are. This sucker found herself in trouble with the law for attacking her friend. But what did she do to the cops afterwards? Well, I can imagine. There was a famous case of that fairly recently, wasn't there? Of the young lady police officer who was taking care of the needs of a group of gentlemen police officers. It was kind of like the first, what's the name, Baby Blue attempt done by the services industry. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, did she run away before getting tackled? Did she throw a pie at him? Or did she sign offensive words to them in back of police car? Insert screaming I know. It is, isn't it? I think it's from her Lonely Pans thing. I love it. You guys are on form. In the chat there today. Oh, I've got to throw something. I don't know. She threw a pie. I want it to be through a pie. Wrong. Anna Michelioli managed to escape cops and attempt to flee before she was tackled. That's quite boring. Well, some might be the same thing. You know, you might have a bit of a niece. Lonely Mans. That's pretty much it. Lonely Mans. That's what it is, isn't it? Let's see here. Oh God, he looks jelly roll. Before the Spades of Fame. It was here come the cops for this groom. What happened at his wedding? Oh, good one. This might sound fun. A fight broke out after a guest flirted with a woman who was not his wife. Oh, a DJ refused to play the requested song, or guest insulted wife of how his wife was looking at the wedding. Well, I'm imagining he's not batting above his average. I doubt it's a couple of those. You know, it's probably a fight, wasn't it? Number 2. What are we going over there? We're going number 2. Yeah, I'm thinking it's that. Yeah, no, they didn't put Achy Breaky Heart on for the 7th time or something. You know, let's go. Corey Parker was arrested for a fight with a guest who had flirted with another woman. Oh dear. Who's this one? It's the last one. This guy required a cleanup after making a mess, but what did he do? A savage haircut. I mean, really. I mean, the mullet thing. Okay, we can live with that. But this archway it's not even a bowl, is it? It's yeah. Anyway, did he start throwing baby powder over customers? Interesting. Did he urinate in an aisle? What did he do? Clean up. Oh, sorry, I imagined it. Okay. Or did he start removing and throwing fish? I'm going with fish. It might be a little bit, I don't know, profiling, but a little bit. Yeah, I imagine this man's doing fish, isn't he? Fish, please. Fish. Wrong. Oh, Joseph D. Chi decided to go to the toilet in the supermarket. Oh, as well as shoplift. Oh, there we go. So he weed in the aisle. Lovely. Yeah. You do think PDF file, don't you? Yes, that's absolutely. So while we're on that delightful subject, where am I going to go next? I've got all these subjects, and then I've got all these other things. Where did we go? Where did we go? Let's go. Well, we've popped onto the OF thing. So I'm going to stay there for 2 seconds and introduce you to a man here who makes 20,000 a year from his farts. What on earth is the world coming to? I mean, here, I know a lot of people pay for lady farts. Okay, that's kind of like one thing. But man, I mean, he's a big man too. Look at the protein. Have you ever taken protein shake? I went through a phase of trying to drop loads of weight by drinking protein shake. Yeah, because that's good. And the protein farts are the worst. Imagine that protein farts that this mega man might be pumping out. But yes, he makes 3,000 US dollars or 1,540 pounds a month from just the poops farts alone. Yes, yeah, I know. He also works as a topless waiter. Boy, that's a bit much. It's a bit much, that isn't it? The problem with being that massive is that that's better, isn't it? That's a much nicer picture. Yeah. So the problem with that is that the minute you stop working out, you're just very, very large and very, very soft, aren't you? It seems I like the little. I'm teeny weeny tiny skinny old me, and I'm fine with that because I don't need to work at all on that. I don't need to work out. I don't need to not eat. I just do what I'm doing, and it's fine. Hooray! Anyway, what are we doing here? So there you go. Can you believe it? 20 grand for this man. I think that is the most wrong of the windy market. Yes, indeed. What we're doing here, let's have more people. I'll just go a couple of quick stories, quick fire ones for you. One over here, one we can all enjoy. This influencer hospitalizes himself. Good job. That's all we needed to know. After trying to run through duct tape. Yes, this clever man here. I've got to show you the man. The man is interesting. You can't really tell what's going on here. It kind of looks like he might be being decapitated by whatever this is. But yes, so man runs into a wall of gaffer tape. If you've ever wondered what the tolerance of gaffer tape was, well, apparently you can run through 1 sheet, 10 sheets, and 100 sheets pretty well. But when it gets to 400, apparently you go to hospital. So there you go, a bit for us all to learn there. If you're going to go through gaffer tape, just make sure it's a thinner one. Then there he is. And do you want to see the man ends up? There he is. This is a man who goes to hospital for the thing. Don't people just look like what they're supposed to be? I don't know. I look like Guy Fawkes. So I'm going to get burned. I'm going to suffer for something I did wrong. Probably. And here he is with he's got an Akon tattoo. And Call of Duty. I mean, who had Akon and Call of Duty tattoos? Well, this guy. Clearly, presumably this pattern on the forehead is from the gaffer tape. But yeah, there is. Yeah, see, the more you know, the more you know. Also, you need to fast over 12,000 miles an hour in order to set your pants on fire. So there you go. Always very good facts. And moving on, where should we go now? What we got? We've got 8 minutes on the clock. I'm not sure where to take you. I want to take you all kinds of places. I'm going to keep it short. Do all of them. Let's do all of them. I always put too many news stories up and I can't decide. So I missed this one. It was the living in Terminator Land. This is a crazy little mind-blowing thing. So we leave your sense of humor elbow for a moment. But researchers have created robot materials that mimic living systems. Yes, if you've ever seen was it Terminator 2 with the T21.2 or whatever it is. Oh, there's Michelle as well. Good morning, Michelle. Nice to see you as well. Good morning to you. Yes, so now they've got this metal stuff that can act like fluid and be all metally. I mean, isn't this the most spooky thing ever to be seen? Oh, banana tie. You can tell what I've been shopping for. Yes, indeed. Yes, and so it can functions. And it can also change its strength and form. Yes. Apparently, it's to do with magnets. And it's very clever. So I'm not going to go much further into that because it gets quite complicated. But each cell knows its head and its tail, and therefore it knows which ways to squeeze and apply forces. My goodness me, isn't that the scariest thing? The scariest thing. But of course, it's not just us. In the film of Terminator, whatever it is, all of the damn things. There is, of course, the amazing sort of anti-heroes, isn't it? The heroes, you always got the rebellion and the empire, all this sort of stuff, right? So we're going to need to know who it is that we are now seeing, because it used to be the Anonymous, right? I look a bit like the Anonymous. Guy Fawkes reference. I could have used that. I could have segued with that. Oh, bit chesty. Do excuse me. Let's go and have a look at them. But in order. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So in order to understand that, we're going to need to know where these people that we're about to talk to came from. And to do so, we need to pop over to Disneyland. And meet this story here, which is how hackers ruined a Disney employee's life after he downloaded an AI tool. Now, there is kind of AI which is for you and against you, of course. There's one called, I think it's called Deep something, Deep Seek, I think it's called. It's a Chinese one. Yeah, and they basically are a complete nightmare. That's like the bad guy AI, isn't it? Like, so you've got DeepSeek, bad guys, and all the rest of them. I don't know, whatever. So, or Grok, is it Grok? Anyway, so so this person at Disneyland decided to download an AI app to his phone. And Matthew Van Andel, an engineer at Disney at the time, got a message on a chat forum Discord from an unknown account, which seemed to know personal granular details, which were impossible for the individual unless they had access to his workplace Slack chat program. So basically what it is, it definitely found everything about this man. And of course, the Slack app, if you don't know, it's basically WhatsApp for professionals. Lots of these companies like this will use it. It's like an internal messaging system, supposed to be secure. Of course it is. So, of course, they got in and they had that access to all of Disney stuff, all their advert campaigns, all the upcoming films, all this stuff, all the little cheeky little facts you're not supposed to know about famous people. It was all in there. And, of course, so was his pornography history, which then they shared as well. Lovely. So this man and then managed to get himself fired. But they tried to also extort money, his brother, for some money as well. So it wasn't just him. Yes. So then you think, well, blimey, okay, well, that's a little bit unfortunate. Who are these bad guys I'm supposed to look out for? Well, apparently they are called Null Bulge. Are they eunuchs? Is that what it is? But yes, that's who it was. These are the new face. Yes, whoops indeed. Apparently he did actually deny that but the thing is as well, the pornography was actually on the work computer. So that was kind of like their green card to sack him, wasn't it? Really, he would have been all right if he didn't do that. But no, one crazy day and a trip to the pub. Yes, yes, and yes, there goes your career. Yes, why aren't you allowed to do that? Is it the hub, the corn pub? Yes, the corn pub. That's what it is. Anyway, I've lost where I am in this story now. Time's starting to go, so I'm going to think. So your new anonymous people are called Null Bulge. There you go. I like the way everybody has these non-threatening names. Like there's that, who's that big balls guy? Everybody's like, oh, big balls, he's coming along to be nice with the name. It's just a troll, isn't it? I love it. I do love it. So anyway, that is your new thing to fear in the world of hacking and stuff. Speaking of hacking, there is a particular young man who I might actually have to quickly drop. I'm going to drop this quickly because there's part of it that I'm a little bit like, I'm not sure if I can show you. So let's just go there and then I can bring him back. There we are. So this is a young man who is a biohacker. Yes, indeed. And are they women? I don't know. I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? The employees. No, it's a man. We always get caught. Women hide it a lot better than men do, don't they? Anyway, biohacker. Go away, adverts. No, don't just go down there, you little bastard. Go. There we go. Not now. Oh, honey, adverts. It's like they want to work for free or something. Hold on. Sorry, must drink further away from the thing. Anyways, a biohacker who is blowing $2 million a year, trying to reverse his biological age, is trying to rewind the clock for his manhood too. As a documentary about the student. There we go. See, and you can go look it up too. Check it out. This is Brian Johnson. Johnson. 47. He looks all right for 47, doesn't he? He looks a little bit like Daniel Radcliffe. Sort of Daniel Radcliffe if you mixed him with who's the Facebook guy? What's his name? Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, Zuckerberg meets Harry Potter. But 47, do you think 47? I think this kind of gives it away, doesn't it? He looks like somebody trying to look younger. I think majority of this could be done with decent, what's that, La Mer or something like that. It's like $1,000 face cream. He's millions and millions of pounds, this guy. So he's probably just using that. He looks, if anything, he looks kind of prepubescent, like he might break out in some sort of acne problem at any second. Yeah, and that hair, the hair, gotta say, badly dyed. Could he not have got some sort of? I mean, he has got very naturally dark hair, but just put a little bit of like highlights in there, just to touch, just to kind of make it look less like a Lego piece there. Yeah. But yeah, you can always tell. That's the problem with people. You can't. The hair quite often is a giveaway, isn't it? That's a wig, baby. It does look like one, actually. I'm kind of trying to look here. This bit here looks a bit thin, doesn't it? But I can't tell. Jesus, what have I got? 10 years of hair left, do you reckon? Maybe. Hopefully, God knows. Let's see. He says that his parts are actually half his age, thanks to his wacky method. Us men have been applying a wacky method to that area for many years, and I can't say. And of all the things, actually, of all the things you do want to age, that's not the bit that you don't want to age. I gotta say, it's it's like anything else. If you're 7.5, is that a score, or is that because he is actually known as the most measured man. As he calls himself the most measured man. So who knows? There's a graph knowing this, and weirdly enough, he actually compares his stats to his 19-year-old son's stats. So that he's comparing the two aubergine thing. Weird person. It would be I'm getting young. I still couldn't get a date. Yeah. Because no young people would realistically want to date you. You're too old and clearly not interesting enough. But actually, yeah, you're that old. What parts? Pixel. Well, allow me to. He is holding an aubergine later on with his shirt off. But yes, we don't get any detail there. Old fart. Yeah, the man was making 20 grand out of that. Missing out there, old man farts. Smells like sort of prunes and Dr. Pepper. Anyway, so apparently he measures each of the 70 organs in his body to maximally reverse his quantified biological age. Is that the thing? Quantified biological age now? Do we have to start saying that? But is it my age or it's my quantified biological age? Actually, I identify as 900 because I'm so old and disheveled and my knees don't work. Yeah. All right. I identified as retired. Yes, that's what I do. So anyway, where were we? So yes. Oh, there we go. Here's the Netflix. I can read. I promise. Documentary. Don't Die. The Man Who Wants to Live Forever. There you go. So that's there. I'm not going to play it because they just strike everybody, don't they? Netflix. Each day, Johnson shoves dozens of pills down his neck. Follows a strict diet of the same damn food. After T-Bone Medic's moniker is, what a way to fuck that. Just kill me. Do you know what? By the time you're like 90, you've done, right? You're done. You talk tonight, yeah, I'm done, man. I'm sweating to die now. I'm done. I can't do anything. Really boring. I'm not allowed to kill myself legally. So who wants to? Anyway, a stranger segment of the Project Blueprint is the 7-step process which the entrepreneur from Utah follows to try and de-age his parts. Yes, so he claims that if you let me try and sanitize this. The key to living a longer life, and in fact, he gives like a percentage. I think it's like something percent longer. Living longer. Before we get excited, gentlemen. Can you imagine? Yeah, you can imagine the dinner talk with this man. So, but he involves his 19-year-old son. That's just weird. Anyway, that word there is just really cringy. The Men of the Sea analysis. No, I don't want to know. No, I don't want to know. Sometimes it gets a little bit thing. But anyway, so I said the essential, the upshot. I'm going to leave that passing. The upshot is that as long as you are in motion, gentlemen, during the night, then you will be reducing or living longer. So if you are more active in that area during the night, you will live longer. More activity, more life. If that wasn't a good thing, this was written by a man for the men, wasn't it? Yes, indeed. Yeah, sex is great. Makes you live longer. If you want me to live, give me more sex. Good man. Good man. Well done. So anyway, so he's invested 100 million in synthetic biology, genomes, and nanotechs while building a brain interface. Is he going to build his own brain interface? I don't know what kind of horrific show that would be. I'm building a brain. Anyway, so where are we going from there? It's I've got a little bit longer. Let's go. So this woman here, who loved her name but had it ruined by Amazon, is starting as people are starting to make fun of her name. It doesn't take you too much to figure out this poor woman's name is Alexa, and she's written to the newspaper. 100 million. I know, 100 million for Bitty Bits. Can you believe it? You wouldn't want it to go young. I mean, you want a threshold, right? If it's going to keep getting younger, you want to put the threshold of, okay, well, you want me to stop at like, I don't know, 25, 30, stop there. Because if you're going back, if that thing keeps de-aging, you're not going to want anything below, I don't know, let's say below 18, just thing. But can you imagine, yes, I'm a 50-year-old man with the penis of a 4-year-old. Fantastic. Look how young it is. No, I don't think that's what the ladies are after. Yes, he had a really... No, I can't say that. But anyway, moving on from there, let's get to the end, shall we? Nice and quick. We're going to do a couple of quick and finally stories for you before I disappear. So it is, of course, that a red panda, one of the cutest and stupidest creatures on the planet, escaped from a zoo and ended up in a hospital parking lot. Of all the places that you're going to hide being a bright red panda, you choose a parking lot. See, this is the reason why pandas are just not around. They were not designed to live. But good news, everybody. The panda is, of course, back. There she is. Yes, Kumari is this one, and is now in quarantine at the zoo. He's got into solitary confinement because she broke the rules. Yes, indeed. We have to admit, though, says zoo officials, she's extremely proud of herself. She apparently really enjoyed her solo getaway. Of course you bloody would. You're a panda. You're an animal. You want to go out and do shit, right? But yes, there it is. She's proud of herself. I don't know if that's a proud panda face, but yes, this is probably the smartest. This is the Elon Musk of pandas, or whoever you choose to be your smart person. I know Elon Musk's really divisive right now, isn't he? Or dividing. I don't know. Who cares? And one last thing. I'd like you to introduce you to this fine creature here who also needs a name. And bongo face may already be taken. Here it is, of course. This is a bongo. If you've never seen a bongo before, here is a bongo. It's sort of a bit sort of deerish. Basically, this thing was designed to be eaten by predators. Let's face it. That's what this thing is. But isn't it super cute? It's sort of like a zebra meets deer thing there. And it has now, what a majestic, what isn't it though? Isn't it a beautiful thing? Florida Zoo announced the birth of an eastern bongo, a critically endangered antelope native to sub-Saharan Africa. But the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens announced on social media that the male calf, born on the 19th of February, to the first-time mother, KN, which is like the Porsche. Both mum and calf have survived, thriving, good, with the little one nursing well and is growing stronger every day. Look at that. Beautiful. We've got a new bongo, everybody. Who knew? Bongos about. So then that's about it for me today. I need to go and do the daddy thing. I'm picking up a daughter today. Son now does not require a collection every day. So I am now a daughter collection every day, which is lovely. But I hate it. I hate going to school. Oh, I hate the teachers. Awful place. Terrible, awful people. Anyway, there you go. Which I love. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go and try not to murder people whilst trying to collect children. I think it's a skill. It's a real skill. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Do please like, subscribe, and share with your friends and anybody impressionable who's popular on social media. Share stuff about. And aside from that, I do look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the final one of the week before we head into amazing banana weekend. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what happens, and I can't wait to share it with you. of course. So do please stay beautiful. Love to my three. And you bloody well take care of yourself.